Today we're diving deep into something that's sparking a lot of debate and could fundamentally change how you play CS2. We're talking once again about sub-tick mechanics, new community discoveries, and whether some of this stuff is a game changer or a game breaker right after Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is an automated service that lets you trade skins instantly for a fee, sign up now, and get up to $5 bonus. Simply add items from your inventory, then find skins that matches your current balance. Site offers live support 24/7. You can also top up your balance if you're missing a few dollars, and there's a lot of skins to choose from. Visit my link down below to get to Skins Monkey. So as we all know by now, CS2 introduced DeSubTick, which allows actions to be processed by the server between ticks. I've already made 2 full videos on this. But basically in CSGO, everything was tick-based, and CS2, while still being tick-based, is using subtick in between ticks. Now in CS2, in-game actions such as plus attack, which makes you shoot, is processed with additional subtick data. Those are known as key ID and a current time. These extra parameters allow for more precise subtick level execution, which was explained by Pagu. Now, over a month ago, Venser made a video showing an issue with just a simple action in the game, jumping. They used CL show position to show the exact coordinates, jumped from the same position, and could therefore prove that the player's landing position was different every time. Now, what's even more interesting is that by using aliases, they could essentially make the jump consistent. This meant that they would always land at the exact same spot. This is a big discovery, and it was over a month ago. Now, for anyone new to Alias, it allows multiple actions to one command, so it's basically a script. And by using an alias or just binding multiple actions to one command, it effectively breaks the subtick parameters. Again, something that Pagu also covered in this post. So by using an alias, they made the jumps consistent and pretty much spawned a new term. They DeSubTicked the jump. There's just something about that term. It feels very counterintuitive to Valve's direction. Anyway, we recently got a post on Reddit by Average Kanye Stan. According to their offline experiments, DeSubTicking your jump with a bind also leads to consistently achieving maximum jump height. The left one being DeSubTicked. Now these are just jumping examples, but Rainty on Reddit made a post where they ran a small offline test, and their conclusion was that counter-strafing in CS2 and CSGO does show a small difference of about 2 units, and by DeSubTicking the movement in CS2, they were able to make counter-strafe nearly identical to CSGO. Okay, so movement is affected. What about shooting? Well, this video by Trip, where he had a Discord call with his friend, concluded that spraying without an alias led to inconsistent audio cues and shot patterns in the video and audio footage. And now using an alias bind, they seem to be more consistent, even down to the millisecond. Even just running a follow-up test using 2 default actions next to each other, those weren't matching either, clarifying its inconsistency and showing how bad it really is. This further emphasizes the issue discussed in past videos with how spraying feels off, and this can all once again be tied to subtick. So here's the thing. This inconsistency seems to extend to all actions, not just jumping, and all you need to do is DeSubTick the action to make it consistent. Basically, what Pagu explained is that using an alias or bind multiple actions will effectively override the subtick parameters. Also, you don't need an alias specifically to DeSubTick. Simply adding anything after the action is enough, although some things will return an error in the console. Now, I want to make it clear that I don't think anything bad will happen if you DeSubTick your actions. Let's just make it clear anyway that you do it at your own risk. When I experimented shooting with and without DeSubTicking in deathmatch, I experienced what I pretty much thought I would. With an alias, I noticed that spraying feels more predictable, but it definitely also felt more like 64 tick. Whereas without it, I felt like shooting, especially the first bullets, were definitely more accurate, but the spraying was less consistent. So I mean, both have their ups and downs, which obviously raises questions about what is best for the game. For jumping at least, using a jumping alias can be good if you're trying to spam consistent jumps, maybe even using it for movement. But for shooting, the default approach seems, in my opinion, better, even though spraying feels weird. So one thing is clear. These findings could either be simple subtick quirks that are easily addressed in future updates, which I sincerely hope is the case, or it could point to major flaws in the game's current subtick design. And no, I don't enjoy focusing solely on the negative aspects, and it's arguably a lot harder to make good content by just focusing on bad stuff. But we should still all be able to address these things without feeling like we're doing something wrong. At the end, we all want the game to be good. Also, kudos to the community's brightest minds for investigating these things. A lot of intelligent and knowledgeable people are involved, which is really cool to see, and I wouldn't be able to make my videos without them. Basically, everyone is here to help improve the game. I'll continue to investigate behind the scenes when there's more to report, and you can bet your ass that I'll be ready if Valve comes out with something. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments down below, and type watched if you made it this far. Peace.